In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 features you can expect to see when iOS 18.2 is released. So without further ado, let's get started. Jumping right in, the first thing we're going to expect to see is Genmoji. Now this is one of the initial features Apple announced with Apple Intelligence, but we didn't see it in the cut for iOS 18.1, and with iOS 18.2, Apple is going to be including Genmoji, which pretty much allows you to make AI emojis in your messages. So if you want to send a message and you want to make a custom emoji, you now can with AI built in called Genmoji. There's going to be an option over here to click on this little icon, and then you have the option to describe a Genmoji that you would like to create, and it actually works with a lot of different emojis. So if you're looking to make custom emojis and you want to have fun doing something like that in iMessage, you now can have the option to do so, and it actually does work really well. This is currently still in beta stages, I believe, because it does have a beta badge on it, but right now you can see sometimes when you're putting in different prompts, it doesn't execute it correctly, but it does work nonetheless, and Apple's going to be advancing on this as we get more software updates. But if you were looking forward to this feature, it is finally coming with iOS 18.2 called Genmoji. Next, we're getting Image Playground. This is also an application that Apple introduced at WWDC. We didn't see it in iOS 18.1, but it is coming in iOS 18.2 as a beta application, and you can see I've already used it a couple times with some of my friends' images and different prompts over there. But once you get into the application, you can describe an image or add a suggestion from the list, and you can see from the suggestions I can choose the person, so I'm going to select myself. There's some different options here between different themes. There's different costumes you can choose between. They have a whole bunch of options you can choose between, and it's a really fun little application to use. It doesn't make anything look photorealistic. It kind of has this little cartoonish effect to it, but it does do the job pretty well. Now once again, this is in beta, so sometimes when you're asking it for certain prompts, it might not execute it properly, but as it is getting out of beta, it will start to get a little bit better. But you can create a lot of different type of images in here. It doesn't have to be based on someone. You can create scenes and stuff like that. It is a really fun application to use. I feel like it's something that people are going to just start using when they first get it and then slowly forget about it, because I don't really see the use case scenario for all of this. It's just a little fun tool to have when you want to make something creative. If you want to do it for some type of art, or if you want to put it for some thumbnail or anything like that, you have the option to just create AI images in Apple's very own application called Image Playground, which is coming in iOS 18.2. Next, we're getting the revamped Mail application in iOS 18.2. This was first introduced in WWDC. I was expecting this feature to arrive in iOS 18, but we didn't get it with 18 or 18.1, but we're finally getting it in 18.2, and it's a really nice application now. So when you go into the inbox, you're going to have the primary tab. You also have a tab for transactions, updates, promotions, and then you also have the option for all of your email as well. And it's a great way to filter out different kind of notifications that you're going to be getting. So some of the transaction emails and the update emails and the promotion emails are something that I don't really need to focus on, but Apple also going to be putting it in a primary tab. So whatever they think that's going to be important, it's going to be in your primary tab. And if you just want to see all of your emails, you still have the option to do so. Now, if you don't like this redesigned application, you can actually revert back to the list view by just hitting the little 3-dot icon at the top, and you can revert it back to just a regular list view. But I gotta say, this new update with artificial intelligence just makes it a lot easier to go through your inbox instead of having to deal with all the other stuff that you're gonna have, like promotional emails, transactional emails, and all that other stuff you don't really need to go into. It's gonna filter it out and have it in its own section, so you can clear it out based on those tabs. And it's been very useful for having a work email, a personal email, especially if you're using the Mail application as your primary mail app. This is going to be definitely useful, and let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the new Mail app. With iOS 18.1, Apple introduced Apple Intelligence, and that's when you got all the new writing tools and all these cool features where you can proofread, rewrite, concisely rechange everything in a friendly manner, professional or concise. But now in iOS 18.2, Apple's going to allow you to describe your own change that you would like to take effect. So if you want to be a little bit professional but a little bit friendly, or make it concise as possible, or if you want it in bullet points, you have the option to change everything as you wish. And now you also have the option to compose something with ChatGPT. So if you want to write something out based on a certain topic, you can now compose anything with ChatGPT integration, and it surprisingly works really well well. So if you're looking for quick facts, or you just want to have something done for like a school assignment, or you want to have something written out, you have the option to compose something with ChatGPT, and it surprisingly works really well. You can also further go into the writing tools and concisely make it into bullet points, or if you want to describe the change where you want to be in bullet points, you have the option to do so. All of these writing features tools are going to be available in iOS 18.2. It's also going to be available in macOS as well. So if you have been a fan of the new writing tools, it's getting a little bit better with iOS 18.2. And finally, another major change coming in iOS 18.2 is Apple is finally allowing you to select default applications. So now when you go into the settings and then you scroll all the way down into the apps section, there's going to be an option for default apps at the very top, and you can manage the default apps that's going to be on your iPhone. So if you don't want to have the mail app as your primary mail client, you can choose it to a different one like Gmail or Outlook. Same goes for the messaging application, calling and call filtering. You also have that option for the browser app, passcodes and codes, contactless apps, and as well as keyboards. So now if you ever want to have that flexibility to choose whatever your default applications are going to be, you finally have the option to do so in iOS 18.2. And there you have it. That's my top 5 features coming to iOS 18.2. If you guys have something of your own, let me know in the comment section below. But that's about it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.